Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Chuck Graham Show. Sorry this week, I've been busy. Hadn't put out anything, but I tell you, looking at some of the polls that are coming in, and the people talking about, and I'm talking about the mainstream media, talking about that there's no evidence of voter fraud. This is L.B. Johnson all over again. And you can go research that if you want to. He stole an election by this same method. Well, it was less sophisticated. But big rancher in Texas helped him out too. Anyway, 1948. Just go look it up. You can see this is not the first time that this is going to happen. They need to mount a serious legal defense here. I watched a video just a few minutes ago that showed a garbage operator, a dozer operator, has found Donald Trump ballots that were thrown in the garbage. He opened one of them up, and there it was. And also, I was made aware of, read an article by a general that has told the Trump campaign that there's software out there that they called the Hammer and Scorecard. The Hammer was software that was developed by the CIA that spied on foreign elections. It according to the article, it privatized those programs under Obama. And Scorecard actually was a program designed to go from when your vote is cast through the machine, from the time it hits that machine to the data bank, allegedly is supposed to be it changes the vote. And they used it, apparently the CIA used it to fuck with people's elections. Imagine that. But I'll tell you this, the concern that I have, not necessarily who's president, Biden or Trump, it will have a drastic effect on people that are in the steel industry and auto industries and jobs that Trump has brought back from China. This shit's going to be wide open. First thing that's going to happen, tariffs will be off China. Jobs will be flowing back. Biden will make no efforts to bring our pharmaceutical companies over here, and China wins. I mean, this is crazy. And, in these states like Georgia, and these democratically controlled counties are very slow to get their results back in. That is just insane to me. Why are you taking so long to get them back in? Are you just trying to find out how many votes you need to win this? And I think it's massive voter fraud. And I hope SCOTUS, and they're on their way, they told them that any votes that come in past 8 p.m., you segregate them. That doesn't mean they will. But I hope they throw out every single damn vote that came in after 8 p.m. And if you're going to have mail-in ballots, it should be like Arizona, where you have to bring those ballots back in, show your ID, and to the polls. They mail them out to you, but you have to bring them back in. This is just a recipe for fucking massive fraud. I mean, they tell you not to put cash in the mail, right? That's how much the Postal Service can be trusted. What about the postmaster? I think it was in Pennsylvania that a whistleblower blew a whistle on him that he was demanding that they backdate postmarks because he hated Trump. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Now, regardless who gets president, it'll have an effect on economies, and on the economy and everything else if Biden gets elected. But as far as him actually being able to do anything like taxes or anything like that, he's going to be a lame duck. If we keep control of the Senate, that shit's not going to happen. And you mean to tell me that we picked up seats in our House of Representatives and the Senate just crushed it and it's this close. How can the Republican Party just win all types of races? And I know that they won in states that that Trump won as well, right? In some, but look at Georgia. And a little bit more about scorecard. If they've used that here, it's going to be almost impossible to detect it. So, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, and you better listen. This election, and what if they find out later? What if they find out later that it all was a fraud and that Joe didn't really win 2 years into the presidency? What do? Kick his ass out and put Trump back in there? Does he get 4 years from the 2-year start? It's just amazing to me. And I hope he does what he said he's going to do. I hope he opens up a TV channel, Trump TV. I hope he does, because I'll damn sure join it. Fuck Fox News. I mean, them left wing. I mean, they're starting to lean more left, except for Tucker. I mean, Tucker crushes it, and Hannity, but the rest of them are just, ugh. Calling Arizona when they did, and the polls being so wrong when they were. In my opinion, it is just my damn opinion. I have no proof of this whatsoever, but in my opinion, I believe that there's massive voter fraud. And I just do. I just that's what I think. And looking through some of these articles here, I even changed I'm not going to use Google anymore. I'll use YouTube because I like doing my channel, but as far as Google, I'm using DuckDuckGo. I mean, you get better news. They don't censor it. You don't get nothing in support of Trump when you use Google. Everything, no matter what you type in, it's all negative. Negative shit for Trump. At least DuckDuckGo's algorithm doesn't censor you. And plus, I don't like being tracked by Google. But I can guarantee you this. Maybe Trump needs to go talk to Edward Snowden. And I say that jokingly, but I'm on the fence with that too. I mean, on one hand, I thought he was just a traitor. And then I watched the movie Snowden, and if they got that right, then he didn't sell it to foreign entities. He leaked it to the news because it was spying on Americans. I don't know if he did the right thing or not. Smarter people than me can make that determination, but it just seemed kind of hinky with all this. And I'll tell you right now that the next few weeks is going to be nail biting for Republicans, for Democrats, for all of it. And if SCOTUS finds him to be the president, this 4 years will be another illegitimate presidency for him. He stole it, and it'll never end. If Joe Biden wins, and here's my prediction too. If Joe Biden wins this election, now you heard it here first, they're going to come back, and Fauci's going to come back on this virus and say, oh, we did a double-blind study about masks, and we realized that what we didn't know before is you don't have to wear the cotton mask anymore because they're not effective. Watch. And then they're going to come back, and I think they've already put out an article about study has shown it'll be safe for indoor entertainment. They're already starting it. I read an article just a few minutes ago, had Kid Rock on the front of it. And I thought, what the fuck? And so that's what's happening. They're going to come out and they go, well, we didn't realize that the virus doesn't spread as bad as it does. It's no deadlier than the flu, and everybody needs to get back to normal. This was engineered, in my opinion, to take down Trump. Because what they wanted to do, they wanted to panic the people, and then they wanted to get in mail-in ballots. And with that, and I know this is all conspiracy mess, and I'm not really a conspiracy theorist, but it just seems obvious to me. And then they could get those mail-in ballots as a special because of the pandemic and commit massive voter fraud. I mean, there was a lady in Florida. I forget what her name is. I'm following her on Parler. She crushed it 23% in walk-in votes. She won it. Mail-in absentees, 4%. She won over her opponent. Mail-in ballots put her opponent over the top. She lost. Now, if that doesn't seem fucking hinky to you, then you're not paying attention. So, folks, let me just say this. Pray about it. Stay safe. And you heard it here. If Biden wins, Corona will be irrelevant. You just watch. And so, until I see you guys on the next video, bye-bye.